I worked as a software developer for almost 10 years. And looking back at those years, it taught me a lot of lessons. And I'm not just talking about work-related lessons, but life lessons that I still use today. You see, programming is more than just writing lines of code. It is more than just a technical skill. So in today's video, I want to share 3 crucial life lessons that I've learned from working as a software developer. Lesson number 1. Persistence. And I'm not talking about data persistence, I'm talking about the personal trait persistence. Because this trait is crucial in programming. When you start with programming, you are bombarded with all these terms and concepts that you must understand. But even when you grasp most of them, you still encounter difficult errors. You encounter new terms, new concepts, new technologies, and perhaps even new programming languages. Programming is a journey of continuous learning, and it's filled with twists and setbacks. You can feel like a superhero at one project and a complete noob at another. And this is simply because there is so much to learn. It's endless. Now I bet that most of us have shut down our laptop in frustration at least once because we got stuck and couldn't find a solution. But the next day we're back at it again, feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the same problem with a new mindset. As programmers, we don't quit. We may complain, we may feel frustrated, but we keep going even when things get tough. And that's what I mean with persistence. Now it's the same in life. Life throws challenges at you that can seem impossible. But in a world where everyone wants fast results, coding has taught me to be patient, to not give up and try to become a better version of myself every day. Lesson number 2. Problem solving. As a programmer, you write code to solve problems. Essentially, you are a professional problem solver. And these problems can vary in size. You can have small problems and big problems. But one thing is certain, as a programmer, you will encounter problems every day. Now the good news, over time you become pretty good at solving these problems. You've basically trained your brain to think deeply, to identify and truly understand the problem, and to break these problems down into manageable pieces. Now while some may become overwhelmed and lose sight of the big picture, we as programmers are trained to not lose sight of it and to remain in control. Programming has taught me to approach problem solving more methodically. It has taught me to break down a large problem into smaller sub-problems. And by solving each sub-problem, you can solve the larger problem. For instance, I used it recently to figure out how my girlfriend and I could make the most out of our vacation to Thailand. I first looked up all the cool places that we wanted to go, then I sorted them out by what was nearby and easy to do. And after that I tackled things like where to stay, how to get around and what to do each day. Basically tackling one thing at a time. And then I told my girlfriend, yo, listen up, this is the plan and this is how we are going to do it. Alright, it didn't really happen that way. Basically my girlfriend figured out most of the stuff and came up with most of the places that we should visit. You know, happy wife, happy life. But in general, this is how we approached it. We did it together and we did it step by step. We didn't use the problem-solving skills of a normal human being. We used the problem-solving skills of a programmer. Lesson number 3. No size fits all. As a programmer, you find out that in a lot of situations there are multiple ways to accomplish the same thing. And most of the time, each solution has its own strengths and weaknesses. And this is the same in life. There is usually not one way to accomplish something. And it doesn't always mean that one way is better than the other way. Programming taught me that everyone's journey in life is different and each journey has its pros and its cons. So these are the lessons that I learned from coding. And if you experience other lessons, then please let me know in the comments. I'm very curious about them. Programming is just an awesome job and creating this video made me realize that I also miss it a bit. But hey, I see you in the next video. Cheers!